Just Erica Martin with Weather Co-op, where weather meets community. I hope we have this pointing in the right direction. Looks pretty good, right? All right. I wanted to give you guys a different background tonight. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if everything's okay. There was a little bit of a setup issue when I first went on, but it looks like everything's okay. Give me your thoughts. Can you guys hear me? Can everybody hear me? Just want to make sure that there are no problems as far as audio goes. Let me just do a quick check here. I'm always doing check. It looks like you guys can hear me. Anyways, I hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday. We have so much to go over. I kind of wanted to include a really cool background. If you notice, we've got like the stars, and the background's got like the stars in the skies, and you've got all of your, sky and telescope stuff. And then, of course, the bottom half includes celestial clouds and all that good stuff. Hi, Rick. How are you? Hope you're doing well. So we are definitely going over what's happening. Greetings from Colorado. That's for sure. Greetings from Southern California. We're going to get our 240-hour loop going. Okay. And we've got to go over a couple of these stories. You're going to be so happy. Thank you. You're going to be so happy because there is snow. Dare I say that 4-letter word? It's in the forecast. I'm doing very well. Thank you so much, Rick. Definitely been a pretty busy couple of days. Like I said to you guys, I think whenever you're building a company, like you guys were building this platform, this weather platform, there's so much happening. I'm so excited, just getting clients and working with clients. But there's definitely a lot of the corporate stuff you have to handle. So that's where it gets a little tricky. But definitely, I hope you guys are all doing well. And yes, Rick, there is snow in the forecast just for you. I requested it. I was like, hey, Mother Nature, you got to owe me a favor. So we're getting some snow for you in the forecast, and we're really excited about that. I do have my snowcast somewhere higher up in the show. Let me see if I drag future snowcast. I'm actually going to drag it down, so it's going to go to blank on your side for just 1 second. I should have prepped it better, but I just wanted to come on quickly and give you guys an update. Okay, so we're going to go back to our hour-by-hour forecast, 240 hours out. I want to know how everybody's doing. How's everybody's Monday going? We need it here in Denver. You do. I mean, if anybody needs snow, Denver needs snow, right? I mean, you need snow. I mean, that's a huge part of your industry, right? So we are definitely doing our snow dance. We're doing our snow dance. We're getting our snow dance on. And we assume if we just keep on dancing, I mean, it's going to happen, right? So we're going to keep on doing our snow dance. Yes. All right, we've got snow going. That's going to happen soon enough. So let's keep on looping this. You guys see these storm systems that are moving through. Let's talk about a couple of the bigger stories that we have going on here very quickly. We have late October warmth across the southern plains. We talked about that last week. We said, whoa, we're seeing upper 80s and even 90s for some across the south. And that's pretty much the story. We have an amplifying feature that's strengthening the troughs near the west and east coast, building ridges across the southern and central Rockies, northward to Alberta. Alberta this time of the year, those Alberta clippers, they love to mess with us. They're just like, they're popping them out. The Alberta clippers, that's what they do, okay? They come on down. They're like, hello, we're coming on down. We're paying you a quick visit. We're going to bring you a little bit of snow, and then we'll keep it moving. With downslope flow off the Rockies favored in this flow pattern, the pattern should be generally pretty conducive to snow. Cool, breezy, windy conditions behind the deep layer cyclone in the southeast Canada. We have lake-enhanced lake effects showers and thunderstorms really impacting Lake Erie on Tuesday and Wednesday. So we're going to look over our convective outlooks and across the portions of the plains due to increasing ridging and warmth. We will be seeing above average temperatures with 90s across Texas. We talked about that last week. Nobody's surprised here, right? Because if you join me every day, you guys know we knew it was going to get warmer for Texas. So don't worry about that, especially if you're looking for some snow. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the warmth in Texas, guys. Don't worry about it. We got some snow for other parts of the nation. All right. Okay. So how are we liking this background? This is one of our new backgrounds that I decided to design for us. Let's pick something else too. Let me see if you like, do you guys like this? Let's see. Oh, this is a cute one. I think this is kind of fun. All right, I'll pick this one. All right. Ta-da! Now let's get started with our weather. Why don't we? Okay, so yeah, we've got some storm systems that are moving through. We have there's definitely an active pattern over the next couple of days. And again, we're dealing with the amplification of these troughs. We have an area of high pressure that's pretty strong. It's about 1,032 millibars hanging over the right around, I'd say, the northern Rockies, right in that region there. So it's a pretty strong one. There's a massive cold front swinging across from the UP down through Texas. And then we have another storm system that's going to dive on down from the Pacific Northwest. So get ready. It's happening. Okay. So let's get to our new graphic, which is an old graphic, but I think people like Rick will be happy to see, I don't know, some type of accumulation for snow, right? We're seeing anywhere between 3 to 4 to 5 inches. We're liking this, right? For Pueblo, let's go for it. Let's take it. We're going to take whatever Mother Nature gives us. And as we continue this this future cast for expected snow totals, we can see how conditions start to increase for the snowfall totals, especially for Colorado, for the Intermountain West, for the Northern Great Basin, for the Northern Great Plains. And all in all, it's just looking pretty good. All right, you need a good blizzard? Blizzard, not quite yet, but you will get one soon enough, I promise. All right, so thank you so much to everybody who's joining us right now. Skew West 48, thank you. And Brian McCassick, thank you so much for joining us as well. So once again, here at Weather Co-op, or Weather Mates Community, it's all about bringing communities together when it comes to weather and really just discussing what we're expecting over the next several days. This is one of our favorites. A lot of us love this one. I mean, I'm always torn. I'm okay with showing you the 6 to 10 days. Guys, let's just be a little bit more mindful because we do know that that's really far. So I just don't want you guys to get your hopes up and then say, hey, we're expecting, some precip here. It's a little far out, but I'm okay with the 6 to 10 day. And I'm also okay with the 8 to 14 day. I do like it, but you know what? Let's just show you the 3 to 4 week forecast. This is really far out, especially when we're talking about fall, winter. It's just so far. And remember, we're still in hurricane season. Okay. So there's just so much happening right now. But I do like the way this is looking right now, especially that 8 to 14 day forecast. It's looking pretty good right now. You can actually see that conditions are drier than normal for parts of the Southwest. Oh, my alarm's going off, guys. All right. Give me one quick moment. I'll be right back. And I'm back. My alarm went off. Okay. So I always set like my affirmations for the day. So I don't know if you guys do that, but I always do. All right. So we're going back to our long range outlook. So you can see here the 6 to 10 day forecast, I think is pretty accurate. We're seeing that bullseye over Arklatex, which is really the case for the past. This weekend was really rough on them. Okay. And then now we're seeing drier conditions through that 8 to 14 day outlook. And then 3 to 4 week, again, we're just going to look at it. We're going to observe it. We're all like, okay, La Nina, great. And as a matter of fact, hang tight. Let me, why don't I just do this? Because this is a CPC. Okay. So this is the Climate Prediction Center. Let's just give you a quick overview. I do like to just give you a quick look and just say, okay, this is what we're looking at here. Let's just let's do a quick update. Let's see, updated. Let's see. I mean, they're already talking about La Nina, and so we're talking about favorable conditions for La Nina. And let's see here. Products. Let's see. We're doing an MJO weekly assessment. I think that's a wonderful one. You guys always talk about the Matt and Julian oscillation and the evolution, current status, always really important because this is where we're talking about the propagation from the Western Hemisphere to the Indian Ocean. I've talked about this with you guys several times. So here we're seeing a strong westerly wind burst over the equatorial Indian Ocean. Really important. This is why I do WA. weather around the world on Saturdays. Which, by the way, I mean, you guys, I've gotten so many comments on that. Thank you for supporting me on that. And so we're now looking at the interseasonal activity, helping to generate early season tropical cyclone activity over the southern Indian Ocean. It's been active there. We're going to go over that again on Saturday. I'm not going to go over that until Saturday just because it's kind of just my weather around the world day. I've got other things to get to, but you know, if I can get to it by Thursday, we'll get to it by Thursday. Dynamical model, MJO index forecasting, supportive of a continued evolution of the signal, enhanced convective phase crossing the maritime continent over the next 2 weeks, and possibly propagating across the Pacific during week 3. Remember, we talked about this. We were like, actually, I'm going to show you. Let's go to a wonderful graphic that I really like. I like it. I think you guys will like it too. You guys generally like everything I show you guys. Once in a while, you guys are like, ugh, I hate it. Once in a while, you guys generally like what I'm. Hello from Los Angeles. Hi, Victor Greenwood. Thank you so much. I'm in LA too. We're talking about what we're expecting. Are you pumped about the Dodgers? Come on. Are you pumped? Seriously. I mean, it's going to be so awesome. Are they? The Blue Jays are playing tonight, right? The Mariners? I mean, I don't know how that's going to do. Okay. Quickly, so Victor Greenwood, yes, welcome to Weather Co-op, where weather meets community. We love having you drop your questions in there. We always drop questions. We have Rick here from Denver, Colorado, who is waiting with bated breath for a blizzard. He's like, I need a blizzard. Okay, he needs a blizzard. It's because he's a truck driver. He wants people off the roads. And then we have Tayeb Mizrahi. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate that. Okay, so let's go back to what's happening in the Pacific. This is really important. I know, right? I'm so pumped. It's so exciting. Okay, so we talked about the importance of the MJO, and you're not often going to hear about it because it's a really complex thing to talk about, especially when you're talking about on air. Like, I'm not going to sit there on like a station and for 2 minutes and 30 seconds talk about like, ooh, the Madden-Julian oscillation. You guys are gonna be like, what, Erica? Like, what's the weather tomorrow? Or you're gonna be like, loca. So in this case, we're just gonna talk about this quickly. Likely constructively interfere with the low frequency base state over the next 2 weeks and then become increasingly in opposition to the emerging La Nina week 3. These things work together. Be aware, okay? Don't let it freak you out. It's a weak La Nina. It still doesn't mean we don't respect it. We've been talking about weak La Nina. I think Rick can vouch for me. I think Matt can vouch for me too. And Smiley Robbie, you guys can vouch for me. We've been talking about La Nina since like August, maybe even July. So the current MJO state is yielding a period of favorability for tropical cyclogenesis over the Atlantic basin. Interesting. So what does that say to us? We've been seeing a pretty quiet Atlantic hurricane season, right? So now we're like, whoa, we've got like another month and a half left because it doesn't end until the end of November. Could we really start seeing these amplify? Okay, if the signal persists and reaches the Pacific, conditions may become increasingly unfavorable. Unfavorable. Wow, guys, there's a lot happening here, okay? I'll drop this in the link if you guys want to read it. If you guys are like, you know what? I need something to like fall asleep to. It's pretty, I mean, I find it to be fascinating personally. But okay, here we are. We're in the middle of the Pacific. I mean, this is beautiful, okay? This is where we're getting, you can kind of see the Eastern Pacific. You're seeing Hawaii. You're seeing the atolls. You're seeing the Central Pacific, North Central Pacific, Northwestern Pacific as well. You're seeing how everything is really starting to activate. You see the Aleutian Islands as well. And I told you earlier this year that we were going to start to see a very active Bering Sea. And I thought that was going to happen somewhere around September. Sure enough, it has been pretty active, especially late September into October. So this is where a lot of the action is taking place. And this is where we're going to be watching a lot of the weather over the next several weeks. So guys, get ready. It is happening. And then of course we were talking about our expected snowfall totals. Who was it? Yeah, Rick was like, give me some snow. I mean, he all he hears about is snow. He's like, if there's no snow, don't even bring me on there. I don't even want to see the show. So we've got some snow for him. Woohoo. We like this. We've got some snow. And guys, so we're going to be tracking this very closely for you guys, especially because a lot of times we're seeing things like freeze. Actually, I have a really great freeze map as well. Freeze risk map here we go. This is a good one. I think I really like this one as well. Let's just get this. We're going to loop this one, okay? I like this one a lot. And then we'll slow it down. It kind of goes fast, but we'll slow it down a few times, okay? We'll like let it go through. So do you see how this freeze risk map now is like bringing all of that air down, which is interesting because it was not coming down as far south as the Appalachians. Wow, it wasn't. So now it's coming down a little farther south, right? Here you go. You've got your freeze risk map through Tuesday, 5:30 a.m., 6 a.m., and then it retreats, of course, because it's daytime, right? And then at night, once again, there it is. We get more of that potential for freeze risk, and then it retreats again. And then look what happens by Thursday, 5, 6, 7 a.m. Look at this. Wow, we're getting slammed there for the UP, for the Ohio Valley, for the Dakotas, the Central Plains. We're also getting some freeze risk for parts of the Uinta Basin, as well as the Northern Great Plains, into Northern New England, heck, into New England, period. And then parts of the Carolinas as well, into Virginia, West Virginia, and even a little sliver of Georgia. So this is where conditions start to get really, really dangerous. And then once again, we went into our next product, which was our long range outlook. And it included our 6 to 10 day. And then it also included our 8 to 14 day, which once again, we'll just show you quickly. We'll kind of move through this and then we'll get into our live data set, which is why most of you guys come here. You guys love real-time weather. I've never met so many people. Like, you guys love real-time weather tracking, which makes me so happy because I love it. It's like my favorite. Okay. Oh, there's one cell. Hey, look at this guy. He's like, I'm crossing. Oh, he's definitely doing his thing. Hang on. Let's go ahead and just give him a 1 hour loop and let's see what we have here. Doesn't look very, oh, he's in Iowa. He's dumping some good sized hail. All right. Now let's go ahead and query him. All right. Let me snooze that. That's once again, like I said, that's my affirmation. All right, here we go. So Belle Plaine, Marengo, Oxford, Williamsburg. We have a flooding impact of 4, hail impact of almost 5, southeasterly movement at 37 miles per hour, and people impacted just under 9,000. Probability of hail, we've already seen that we've got hail. It's a pretty nascent storm. And so the concern, of course, is the precip rate, which is about 4.5 inches per hour. So this is a pretty strong storm cell. And as you can see here, if we zoom in a little bit closer, you can see there. This guy's pretty strong. Look at that. Wow. Look at him. Yeah. He's a strong little storm, isn't he? All right. So, and he's not little. He just looks little here. Okay. And then we're going to head on over to our wind advisories also issued by the National Weather Service. So we have a few wind advisories. We also have some more issues with high wind warnings. Now we're dealing with, of course, our frost advisories. And in this deep purple, remember, we've got our freeze warnings. And then if we head on all the way over to Northern California, we also have some more winter weather alerts that we have to be mindful of. And in this case, I don't know why this one, maybe it's expired. Let's see if it's just populating. I can't make it do something it doesn't want to do. I mean, I could. Why don't we do this? Why don't we just zoom in a little bit? It could be a matter of, okay, there you go. Frost advisory issued. Okay, so now this is what we're looking at right now, and we are definitely tracking the storm. I don't see the storm being severe. I mean, of course, if it's your car and there's hail falling on it, or like you're just like, I'm getting a lot of rain, it's inconvenient for you, right? But definitely, I'm not seeing anything tornadic. I do want to show you our current temperatures, current conditions across the nation, right? And then we're going to get to, so right around that storm system, do you see that southerly patch? So Des Moines at 56, Minneapolis at 50, Chicago at 61, Green Bay at 58, Kansas City and Wichita at 61, Amarillo 59. We have 49 for Roanoke. We've got 50s up and down the eastern seaboard, including Boston at 56 degrees. Amarillo 59, Albuquerque 66, Las Vegas 78, Redding 72, San Francisco 71, Portland 56, and Seattle 54 degrees. Woo, it's chilly out there. All right, and here's a look at our convective outlook. Remember, this is for day 1, which is today. So we're not seeing anything threatening out there, as we just observed ourselves. We saw one storm cell that was moving through Iowa. Okay, tomorrow we kind of have more of a spread out situation there. So parts of the Gulf states, parts of southern Florida, and then parts of the Great Lakes region. Okay, so that's your SPC convective outlook for day 2. And day 3, we see an expansion here where we're now including the Four Corners and parts of northern New England. And then this is where we're going to start to watch that new system that's going to come on down from the Pacific Northwest. And then once again, my favorite graphic, the frost grape cast. Woo! You guys, because you're going to see some frost. So give yourself a little extra time, please. Let's do a forecast. Let's do a future cast rain total very quickly. We're going to go into our expected daily highs and overnight lows. And let's just see what's happening here. I do just want to show you this so that you guys are prepared. We're seeing a lot of rain moving up and down. UP, we knew that. The upper Midwest, we saw that as well. Up through the Appalachians into New England, right? Heavy rain for northern New England. Let's keep going there. And then we're seeing more rain for Mississippi, for Alabama, for Louisiana, and for Texas. And then for parts of southern Utah, southern Great Basin, parts of California as well. And then parts of Arizona and New Mexico. I'm going to actually do I'm going to do a dive. Like, let me do a little sneak peek, a little look to see if I can get something a little bit closer for, let's see, is this, yeah, let's see what this shows us, okay? Because I do want to take a quick look here to see what's happening for LA, okay? I mean, listen, you guys know how sensitive we are when it comes to rain, right? So I have to give you guys, let's see. Oh, thank you so much, Charles Collins. Thank you so much. Any board? Okay. Oh, I really appreciate it. Victor Greenwood, what are you looking for? Any vortex? What do you look? A vortex? Oh, are you looking for like one of those polar vortex? No, not right now. Listen, if there was a polar vortex right now, I'd be like, guys, it's the end of the world as we know it. Because it's a little too soon for that. But we are seeing, look at that beautiful storm system that's going to start to develop in the middle of the nation. Look at it. Can anybody appreciate this? Look at this. Come on, Victor Greenwood. Look at that. Look at that beauty right there. So remember, we're keeping an eye out what's happening over. I'm like doing this, right, to you guys? I'm like, what does this mean? I'm all like, look that way, look that way. So over towards like the Bering Sea, okay? All right. So the Aleutian Islands, that's where I'm going back. I got to go. I'm going to do weather. You guys are making me do weather around the world. You're making me. You're making me. Don't make me do it. Don't make me. I feel like you're pressuring me. Peer pressure, guys. Let's just do it. We got to do it. Why do we have to do it? Because I need you guys to see where the weather is coming from. All right. So here we were. We were like, okay, guys, middle of the Pacific. Muy importante. Okay. Because this is where our weather is coming from. And what did we just talk about here? We just said, we were like talking about the CPC. We were like, oh my God, the MJO, the Madden-Julian Oscillation. Oh my God. So it says current MJO state is yielding a period of favorability for the tropical cyclogenesis over the Atlantic basin. If the signal persists and reaches the Pacific, conditions may become increasingly unfavorable for the Atlantic. But we have to wait, right? We have to wait. These are all, everything is signaling each other. They're like, hey, listen, did you hear what happened over there in the Indian Ocean? Oh my God, did you hear what happened over there in the Atlantic? They're just talking to each other. Like, just think of our planet as like, did you hear that? Oh my gosh. Did you hear what happened, girl? Did you hear what happened over the Atlantic? So it's kind of like that. When I'm thinking of weather, I'm always thinking of how like the planet is talking to itself or to each other, right? Like different oceans, right? Because that's weather always begins in the ocean, okay? And so what we're looking for right now when we talk about La Nina, which somebody brought up the other day, and then they didn't give you more information. All right, let me just give you a quick presentation on this. All right. So blah, 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 blah. It's a La Nina. Everybody knows. We're just like, well, what's going to happen with La Nina? We need details. So remember what we said, guys. I want you to remember something, okay? So the key to La Nina are a couple of things. Basin-wide equatorial up in the upper ocean. Heat content is greatest prior to and during the early stages of Pacific warm El Nino episode, and least prior to during the early stages of La Nina, which is colder. Okay. So now the slope of the oceanic thermocline is least greatest during warm or cold episodes, right? During warm, what we consider cold episodes. Recent values of the upper ocean heat anomalies slightly below average and thermocline slope index slightly above average reflect La Nina conditions, okay? Let me just tell you what a thermocline is. I think this is really important because one time I actually did say this on air and they were like, seriously? I think it's important. A thermocline is a distinct layer in a body of water where temperature changes rapidly with depth. Super important, okay? Because it happens so quickly and it has to do with incoming solar radiation, right? So the surface of the water of the ocean gets really hot, but then quickly there is a change in temperature rapidly with depth. That right there is really important to understand when we're talking about La Nina. Like, don't just let somebody give you like a La Nina, hey, La Nina, and then keep it moving. Like, okay, well, give me a little more. I'm going to hear a little bit more. Okay. So subsurface sea temperatures, departures in the equatorial Pacific over the last couple of months, below average subsurface temperatures persisted across the east, central, and eastern Pacific. Above average subsurface temperatures persisted in the western half of the Pacific. So anomalies during the last 30 days, below average enhanced convection and precip was evident over the regions between Indonesia. Did I not talk about Indonesia? I talked about Indonesia, the Walter Current. And the reason I did talk about Indonesia is because Hanif, who is our chief STEM strategist, is from Indonesia. So he has his mom on like La Nina patrol. So it was observed near the date line. Low-level wind anomalies were easterly over the east central equatorial Pacific. Ocean upper level winds were near average along the equatorial Pacific. So I want to show you something when they say upper level. Okay, let's just go back to this product really quickly. What time is it? How long have I been going? You guys, I'm always like, I'm going to go for like 15 minutes. Okay, so 30 minutes. I'm going to wrap soon. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to our quick updates around the world. Okay, so now let's do a quickie looky loo here. Okay, so now we're at our wind particles. So they just said 200, right? So now we're going to go to, let's just go up 850. Look at the winds. Okay, look at the winds right now. This is what I need you to look at. 700. Okay. All right. Are you now taking a look at what's happening as we go farther up in the atmosphere? I'd say further, but I think in this case, well, it is further. Okay. Now look what's happening with the jet stream. Okay. So let's go. They're saying 200 millibars. Let's go to 200 millibars. Okay. But now let's go 200 millibars around the world. Whoa. Are you guys seeing this? So what did they just say here? Low level wind anomalies. So we were at 850. We're easterly over the east central equatorial Pacific Ocean. Okay. So here we go. This is where we need to be, right? If that's what they're telling us, right? Upper level winds were near average along the equatorial Pacific, okay? So interseasonal variability in the atmosphere, which is often related to the Madden-Julian oscillate, we'll just call it the MJO, can significantly impact surface and subsurface conditions across the Pacific Ocean. Significant weakening of the low-level easterly winds usually initiates an eastward propagating oceanic Kelvin wave. So now, if you're saying to me, Erica, we're going to go to 200 millibars, whoa, that's really high up. Really high up. And that's generally speaking, guys, 200 millibars will go maybe until November, and then I'll go 300 millibars, okay? So 200 millibars for right now. But look at this. You're seeing the upper level wind patterns, okay? This is way up in the atmosphere, okay? So this is pretty fascinating. Now look what's happening over Hawaii. Look what's happening over Indonesia. Look what's happening over Asia. Look what's happening over Russia. Look at this. Let's just head on over. Wow, look what's happening. What's going on here? What's happening in India? Look at this. What's happening in Africa? Let's head on over to Europe. Okay, but remember, weather works this way, okay? I'm just going backwards because I'm trying to give you guys like a bunch of information quickly. But look what happens here with the jet stream, okay? Do you see how there is like this influx of, like, do you see the wind profile there? So this is what we're going to have to be watching over the next several days. Guys, I hope you do enjoy this. Let me get this looping for you guys. Remember that the wind is at 200 millibars, so you're just like, it's not like, it's not like the end of the world. It's not. C3 versus Tour 1, top of 7, 2 outs. Oh, wow. Thank you. Yeah, yes, you're right. You're right. So the vortex, right? Your polar vortex. You're right. Are you an East Coaster? Yeah, that you're right. Polar vortex is over there. Whoa. I mean, the Seattle Mariners, I mean, they're not bad. I'm a little disappointed in the Blue Jays, honestly. For all of that, I'm a little upset. Hey, Timothy's here. What's up? Who's Mando Burger 80? I like that name. I Walk 75. Woohoo! I like that name too. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Thanks for that update. So top of the 7, 2 outs. I mean, let's face it. The Dodgers are winning. I mean, like, does anybody else think that they're not winning? Well, I mean, okay. First of all, now I initially had like Sandy Koufax as my favorite pitcher. And then like my husband and I are always like Pedro Martinez, right? Like we love Pedro. Right. And that's like, okay, maybe Pedro. But then, like, I'm a Joe Kelly fan because he was kind of so slick. He was just like, he just looked like he didn't care. He was like, yeah, I'm totally talented, man. I'm just like, I'm chilling. Right. So those are my favorite pitchers. So definitely Sandy Koufax is my favorite pitcher, followed, I think, by Pedro Martinez. And that's just been really more like my husband just like loves Pedro. So I'm more of like a Pedro Martinez fan. But then, I mean, since watching Rocky, I'm going to assume it's Rocky. Good God, this guy's splitter is ridiculous. I've been trying to figure out the weather. Every time he throws a splitter, I'm like, what's happening with the atmosphere? I'm trying to figure out. I mean, his splitter is insanity, you guys. I mean, insanity, okay? So, I don't know. Good luck to the Seattle Mariners and good luck to the Blue Jays, but I don't know about that. Okay, anybody want to talk football quickly? Anybody want to talk about what happened with Denver and the Giants and how Sean Payton is ridiculous? Let's see. Anybody else want to talk about Miami? You guys know how much I love sports as well. So you guys know that was weather. Hi, guys. Smiley Robbie. I thought you were on the other one. Good to see you, Smiley Robbie. Henry McGriff is here. What? One lucky one is here too. I'm loving it. So we're talking. So I just got the scoop from Victor Greenwood, who told me Game 7 of the ALC. I mean, it is. I mean, what are they going to do? I mean, let's just think about this. Seriously, Victor. Like, what chance do they really have against the Dodgers? I mean, I don't think they really have a chance. I'm just going to be really honest. Sorry, my hair is like getting in my way. Okay, I don't think they're going to have a chance. I'm going to be positive, I'm going to be positive, but I'm going to be positive that Rocky's going to kick butt. Like, he's going to be so ridiculous. Like, it's going to be insane, you guys. Like, this game is insane. I'm like, I really want to go see the Dodgers play live. Okay, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Listen, I'm with you. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. No clue at all. Okay. But anyway, David George 8276, thank you for joining. Does anybody want to talk about football quickly? Anybody? Any football thoughts? Anybody have Bronco? I know, that was crazy. Oh my God. That was I mean, but Sean Payton, you guys have to admit, Sean Payton he's a great coach. He really is. He's a phenomenal coach. Denver Bronco, I mean, Bo I think he's certifiably an awesome QB. I really think he's a good QB. So I'm super excited about that. Who else was I impressed by? Who else? The Patriots, of course. I mean, let's face it. I mean, they're pretty good. Let's see. I mean, the Rams are always, I don't know. The Rams are always pretty good. I mean, they have Matt Stafford. They're never not going to be good until like Matt Stafford retires or something. So they're always going to be pretty good. Dodgers are, yeah, I mean, they're coming. They're going to be in the World Series. I mean, they're going to win. I mean, they're going to win, right? Anybody else think they're not going to win? So Anyhow, you know, I'm just going to keep I stay in weather world, but what I do love is I love looking, like I told you, I love watching Chapman. Chapman was, that slider, yeah, the slider. Was it the slider? Splitter. It was a splitter. His splitter. That splitter was on the next level. So I was trying to look at I believe the dew point was in the upper 60s and temps were in the low 70s. So I was like, ooh, that's splitter. So then I tried looking at what the temp was, and the dew points were when Roki was like spitting out those splitters like it was like no tomorrow. So he's just ridiculous. I mean, the kid's like what, 18? He's phenomenal. So I think it's just going to be a wonderful stretch of games coming up. But yeah, I mean, the Broncos comeback was amazing. But I mean, Sean Payton, right? He's amazing. He's a phenomenal coach, right? So I think it's to be expected. All right, so let's see. Anybody else have any quick questions about your temperatures? We have already gone over our freeze watches. Let's see what we have here. Guys, hang on one second. What? Okay, here we go. All right, so let me just get our wind particles back to our surface. We're at 200 millibars. You guys are like, what's happening here? Imagine you guys are like, what the hell? Okay, so we've got this one rogue storm. This guy's like, I'm done with Iowa. I'm just, he's like, you keep on moving. He's just like, he's done. He's going, I'm going to Wisconsin. I'm out. Okay, so this guy's here, this guy. So Canada's going to bring us the storm system. What else did we want to look at here? We just want to keep an eye out for all of these wind advisories that are being issued and high wind warnings as well, issued by the National Weather Service. So please be advised. And then one more time, did we have our snowcast? Hold on. Maybe I didn't have my snowcast. What? How could I not have had my snowcast? Hold on. Let me look for my snowcast. Okay, maybe it's not called snowcast. Snow? No. Okay, it's blank on your side, guys. Give me a minute. I'm looking for my snow. Holy smokes, where did my snow go? Snow. Okay, well, you know what? Okay, here we go. Yeah, Futurecast snow. Here we go. Sorry about that. If you guys saw it on one day, I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to show you guys. There are literally so many graphics. I'm not here. Wait. That's for me. I'm not here. Wait. Oh, I know. Okay, so you guys, I send my affirmations every day, and this one keeps going off. So apparently this affirmation is a must. I thought I stopped it, but it keeps on pausing. It keeps on coming back. All right, so I've got 6 minutes and 27 seconds before it rings again. Victor, okay. I'm so sorry. Yes, Victor is not available right now. You'll have to call back later. Okay. All right, guys. So let's take a quick look at our snow. Who was wanting snow? I believe Rick from Denver was. We've got Montana, we've got Idaho, we've got Wyoming, we have the Uinta Basin, which I don't know if you've ever been to the Uinta Basin, but when I used to forecast in that area, so beautiful, so gorgeous, absolutely worth going. Let's see who else. Let's keep on keeping on. We're going all the way down into parts of New Mexico. We're all the way through Utah. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it. I mean, we're doing pretty okay right now for this time of the year. I know, right? Okay, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick weather update. I wanted to make sure I keep you guys updated every single day. I promise you guys that's the plan. App is out soon. We're definitely going to make sure that everybody's getting all the information that they need to get. And I think the more I kind of develop this weather co-op with you guys, where weather meets community, I think I'm going to be kind of talking more about like the experience I've had as an entrepreneur, as a first-time entrepreneur, and as a meteorologist who's an entrepreneur. It's a much different situation. It's a very different situation. And I guess I wish I'd had people tell me some things that I definitely could use handy, could use right now and can find handy. So I think the more we kind of get into this, I'm going to just be sharing a little bit more about myself and sharing more about how my experience in growing Weather Co-op has been fun, but it's also been a lot of work. But nonetheless, it's all about keeping you guys safe, and that's all I care about. So make sure you drop me a DM, or you can email me, or you can. What do I do? I'm not really on TikTok. I tried. I'm not on TikTok. I don't get it. I just don't get it. X, I was on X, and I had a really good following, but it's too political, not my thing. I don't want to be into that. So I'm mainly on Instagram. I think I link up to Facebook. It's, whatever. But YouTube, please subscribe to our YouTube page, Weather Co-op. That's where we have a lot of people. And I'm so grateful because I feel like I don't update YouTube as much as I should, but you guys are following me there and subscribing, and it makes me so happy. And I'll follow you back. Just make sure you drop me a note. If I'm not following you, make sure you let me know, and I'll follow you right back. All right? Mwah. Have a wonderful Monday night, guys, and I will see you mañana. Hasta la próxima.